Now, this weekend is going to be one of the biggest weekends the Triple D has seen in a very long time because the Big Three is coming back to the AAC on Sunday, and this is the playoffs. And you know, when they come in town, Ice Cube pulls up. What it do,
Yeah,
Cube?
yeah, you know I'm here. Out here in the D.
Cube, did you really started here, kind of, sort of, right?
In some ways, as far as the big three,
Yeah.
Dallas has always been down from day one. Even when Dallas didn't even know what the big three was, they
Mm-hmm.
showed up. They've been showing up every year that we've come. And now we got a team in Dallas, the Dallas Power. They in the playoffs. Got to come cheer them on. And we're gonna be here every year now. There's no reason for us not to be here. Every year, Big Three will be in Dallas from here on out.
I remember when you did every game in Dallas.
Yeah, yeah,
That was back then.
yeah.
Every
The
game was
bubble.
in Dallas.
Yeah, we had to do the bubble because of the pandemic.
Yep.
Everybody was thinking that we didn't want to have an outbreak. We got a league that if we get an outbreak, everybody, the whole league can get it. And other leagues, those teams, it's only two teams playing per game. So
Hmm.
if they had an outbreak, it would be contained to those teams. But if we had one, since the whole league play on the same day, everybody touching that ball, it would have just been a disaster. So
I
glad
don't
we
know
didn't
why,
have it.
but every time you say outbreak, it takes me back to 10th grade when I had an outbreak,
Yeah, yeah.
but
What happened
it
in
wasn't.
10th grade?
It wasn't COVID. So
Oh, damn.
it's 10th grade. Come on, who
Yeah.
doesn't get gonorrhea in 10th grade? Everybody gets gonorrhea in 10th grade.
Go see the doctor. Look
So
Who's
Q, let me
Burning
ask
is
you.
one of my hit songs. You know what I mean, from the
It
Death Certificate album.
is. Now, I wanted to ask you, what is the reasoning for adding the cities to the team names? And by the way, I think that is a genius move. It brings a little more personal
Yes,
personality to it. Like, I don't know, what was the reason behind that?
that's the exact reason. We started the team. I mean, started the league. We had 8 teams. They were all centrally owned, so the league owned all the teams.
Mm-hmm.
Then we expanded to 12. Then we quickly realized trying to make 12 teams competitive is just it's too much of a handful. So we said, well, we won't be able to go to 16 and 20 with this model. It's time to sell franchises, sell teams. So we start selling teams and putting them in cities because, for one, it does open up a big fan base. And two,
Yeah.
having these team owners, allow us to really run the league without worrying about, does Trilogy have the right point guard? Does this one have the right power? That starts to get a little, it starts to bog you down, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
hard to do a league like that. So by having these team owners, now they can take a hold of their teams and their squads, and either they put together a winning franchise or they don't. But we just wanted to focus on league business and not necessarily team business, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I like it. When I noticed that, I said that was such a good move. That just made it more personable. You
Yeah.
can wrap around your team. You can
Yes.
wrap around your city,
Yes.
which makes it even bigger.
Makes it bigger because it unlocks. You might have had some people that like the big three and they come to the game and they rooting for this one and that one. But when you got a Dallas team, now you got the whole city rooting
Yep.
for the team. You'll see it during the game tomorrow that they cheering for their home squad. They're not cheering for the other squad. So it's it's what people are used to in sports. And after introducing the league, we felt okay. Now is the time to plant our flag in these cities and then grow the league from there.
It's the evolution of the big three.
Yes, definitely.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Would you consider this being your best season ever?
it is the
What
high
made it that way?
the competition. we had 12 teams for a few years, but going to this model, we pared it back down to 8. We've sold 4 teams. We got 4 teams to sell, and then we're gonna go back to 12, 16 once we do that. But by paring it down to 8 teams, now all this talent that was spread over 12 teams are now pushed into 8. So these teams are stacked. The competition is fierce. You
Did you
cannot
open it up? Did you
say
open it up a little bit, like letting? What was the requirements to be in the Big Three at first, opposed to now?
well, it's the same requirements. The requirements is if a player captain pick you, you're on the team. We don't have a GM. We felt like the athletes know who they can win with over some GM just trying to put people together. So, it's who our player captains pick to be on the team. The coach get a pick as far as the draft players, and the owner get a pick as far as who's going to be his player captain. So, it's still the same model. It's really about the player captains who they want on their squad and see if they can win it.
Yeah, but like, do you don't have to have been in the NFL, right? I mean the NBA.
No.
Like, you could like be somebody off the street and know you bad, and you could try out for the Big Three.
Somewhat. I think if you got game and our players and our staff recognize that you got game, you'll be invited to the combine, and then from the combine, you can be picked on any team at any time. So, and then once you're in the draft pool, if somebody gets hurt, that's where they go get the new players from. So,
Okay.
even if you're not drafted, that don't mean you're not gonna play in the Big 3. Because if somebody get hurt and they call your name, then you in the league.
Then you in there.
You in there.
Now I remember you was talking at Caitlin Clark trying to get her to come over there.
Yeah.
Is that the only woman that you would consider having in the Big Three? And have you considered doing a women Big Three version?
If we do the
Yeah, I'm just trying.
if we
I'm
do
just
the
trying to let you
women's
know,
huh?
I'm a good ball handler.
Ah,
So if you,
okay. Well, if we do the women's version of the Big 3, that means the Big 3 is extremely successful. So we hope one day that'll be the case. We're not there yet. As far as Caitlin Clark, it was a unique situation because, of course, a lot of heat behind her name. She's, really, when it comes to viewership of the WNBA, every time she plays, the numbers are through the roof. So, we looked at that with our sponsors, and our sponsors was like, if you can get somebody like that, it would unlock millions of dollars for the league. So we had to try it, and it didn't work out. But if a player captain says, "Yo, I want this female on my team or this woman on my team," then she's in the league. It's really up to
I'll
the
tell
player
you right now,
captains to
Q.
pick.
Put me in the game, coach.
It's not up to me. You can come play in the celebrity game all day long. I got you.
Oh,
But in the
hey.
real league, you got to be picked by the player captains. A lot of people don't realize that I have nothing to do with that part. It's really about real competition and people picking who they really think they can win with.
Because it's a real thing. This is a real sport.
Yes.
It's making real money on real TV, doing real big things.
Yeah.
Now, back to that celebrity game, because that's going to be on fire this Sunday at the AAC. You are a coach, right? You coaching Gilly, Wallow. You got Des Bryant out there. Who else you got on your team?
See who I got on my team. I got Chris Haynes, who's he's a commentator for us. I might have Pat Beverly, Simba.
Simba, I love Simba. Tootsie,
Tootsie. And then we going against
Team Clyde,
Hezzy God, Ocho Cinco, Waka Flocka.
What?
Yeah, man, they got a pretty good squad over there.
Now that's going to be a fun. When does the celebrity game go? Before the playoffs or after, during halftime?
Celebrity game start at 2:00. Now I'm there when the doors open. I'm gonna be signing autographs. So
I was gonna let them know. You sure are. Start at 1 p.m.
Yeah, when you get there, when the doors open, I'll be signing autographs up until about 1:40. Then I gotta go coach.
Oh, so the celebrity game is gonna go first.
Celebrity game first, and then you're gonna have LA versus Chicago, and then for the finale you got Miami 305 versus your Dallas Power.
Our Dallas Power. You better show up, Dallas, to the AAC. To I'm not. I mean Sunday because it's going down.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I do though?
What you know?
I do. I in my group chat with my friends and my family, I tell them on when the Big 3 is on CBS, especially, even if you don't watch it, put it on.
Thank you.
If you got more than one TV in the house, and it ain't your thing, that's fine. Put it on.
Thank you.
Because I want you to get the support. I want us to put CBS on Big 3, even if you're not even home. Put it on. Leave the house.
I appreciate
your errands. It is that important because I know how hard it has been for you fighting the NBA, fighting the powers to be, fighting the man, trying to get this done. Like it is such a blessing that you are on at CBS. You've been fighting hard, so you need a team to fight with you. So I tell people, put it on. I don't care if you're not watching it. Everybody got more than one TV. Put the damn thing on.
Appreciate it. There's a lot of obstacles to this league. A lot of people didn't want this league to happen for various reasons, and it's the people they want it. That's really why we're here because the people say, "Hey, this is something we want in the summer." When you waiting on, the NBA is over and you waiting on the NFL to start. So what do you do in that time? You check out the Big 3. So
yeah.
Thank you for that, and thank you for everybody that supports the league. Whether you come to the AAC tomorrow or check us out on CBS, we really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. Yeah, we're not on Vice this week because we only got the 2 playoff games, but
okay.
Vice was great to us this year. The rest of it, we're going to finish out on CBS this week and next week.
Q, let me see if this is a fact, because I heard this, that you offer therapy for your players. Is that true?
Yeah, well, we are the first league to embrace mental health. Like, if you go back to 2017, 2018, guys were being, like, shunned. Like, if you had an issue, teams was, like, getting you off the team. Like, we don't want to deal with that. And we came in with a whole different philosophy. We wanted to start a league that was player friendly. That's why we have our player captains with no GMs to get in their way. And so we say, like players, we saw how much the Big 3 was helping when it came to the mental health of some of our favorite athletes. Once they're out the NBA, a lot of them are lost, not really knowing what they should do. They sick, whatever in the air, and they've been playing basketball their whole lives. Now they look up and there's nowhere to play in America. So this league was a godsend for a lot of them, and then we just embraced that. We was like, let's lean into it. If you got a mental issue, we're not gonna push you out the league. We're gonna figure out how to help you, get through it, and make the world more aware of the situations going on with the athletes.
Yeah, man, that is so amazing, Q. Like that's big. That's real big,
man. It's something I never thought about starting a league. I thought, these dudes, they sitting, they want to ball, and they want to ball against their peers. But I never knew, how much they really wanted to get back in those arenas, and they really wanted to get back in front of those fans, and they really wanted to have that camaraderie with people they played with. Now they get to hang with some of the Hall of Famers, and they didn't get a chance to do that in the NBA. So it's a real community that we're growing here with the Big 3, and it's special.
Let me ask you this question. So after Dwight got in that fight, did you put him in therapy?
I did not put him in therapy. That wasn't no fight. That was a hugging match.
I mean,
they was hugging.
Hard.
They was hugging. The love just spilled into the stands a little bit.
In the stands.
Yeah.
I saw one man holding his son in his hand while he filming. I said, He was like, "No, I'm gonna get this, baby. You good?"
Yeah.
But you know what? They used to say the club ain't popping unless they be fighting.
Oh Lord.
So the big three is popping.
Well,
It,
what
it
it
was
showed, we don't condone the fighting, of course, but what it shows is that these players care. They want to win. They still got that chip on their shoulder. They're not looking at this as some, pickup game, all star. Like they look at it
it's
as
real life.
yo,
It,
I'm about to come out here and cook you, and dudes are not trying to get cooked on national TV, so it gets
mm-mm,
heated.
mm-mm. Well, you know what? Speaking of cooking, we got to talk about your truth to power, 4 decades of attitude coming to Dickies Arena October 2nd because you're gonna be cooking up some stuff. Like what emotions do you get when you think about how this is gonna be for you? Like when you hit that stage and you said it's not gonna be just a performance, it's gonna be a movie.
Yeah, well, I think people have became Ice Cube fans at different points. Of course, I got my day one fans that's been there since the '80s, but it's been different points where fans have kind of come into to me, whether it's a movie, TV, now sports. Um, so they need to see the whole thing. They need to see it from start to finish. 4 decades in the game, and what inspired the music, what inspired the movies, and so getting a chance to do that and dig into my catalog, deep into my catalog, with
Mm-hmm.
songs like Once Upon a Time in the Projects and my
Mm.
summer vacation and these songs that I don't really get a chance to do all the time.
The B side.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's
That's
gonna be
gonna be a
fun.
lot of fun. We'll be there too. We'll be there. Dickies Arena, Truth to Power, 4 decades of attitude, October 2nd. Before I go, Q, because I said I gotta let you go, but we always do this or that, right?
Yeah.
I only got one for you today, okay?
Okay. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather wear one pair of drawers for the whole month and you can't wash them,
Ooh.
or the electricity go down across the nation and can't nobody watch the Big Three on CBS this weekend?
Give me the draws. I ain't that.
Oh,
Yeah, I wear the draws. Man. I want people to see the big three, man. I wear
they
them.
gonna be. Oh, you
Yeah,
hear? You smell Cube coming?
yeah, man. That's all right. That's okay.
Yay, yay!
Yeah, yay. I bring the funk with me too.
Because you out. Well, no, you don't.
I
I was about to say because you always bring the funk,
can bring the funk
but
with me
not that
too,
way.
man. Yeah.
I love you, Cube. Can't wait to see you on October 2nd. I won't be there for the Big Three, but we can put that part out. But I will see you October 2nd because I'm gonna be backstage. Okay, you know that, right?
I know that, man. Much love, much respect. Make sure you got your chucks clean and tight for that
Got
season.
them tight.
All right.
Ankles burning. They so
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah, yeah.
But I love you, Cube. AAC this Sunday, Big Three. Get your tickets at Big3official.com.
And real quick, Big Three got their hip hop and hoops. You know what I'm saying? That's the culture of it. How intentional was it to make the league feel welcome for all people, not just sports fans?
That was important. It's the intersection of sports and entertainment. It go together like peanut butter and jelly. It's bringing the culture into basketball, which is already there. The culture is in music. Just bringing them together and celebrating both is the formula of the Big Three, and it's been working for us.
There it is.
Yeah, yeah. It's big3.com/tickets.
Big3.com.